We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 4 down. 4 down.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Run.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Better drop something else, baby.
Need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit!
Now from the 24.
Strong right. Strong right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Get in the weight room.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO.
That's all you got,
Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Check.
Hot.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Run. Get it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Not going to happen today. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Rolling. Tighten down. There you go.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Watch the slip.
Jackson got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's work.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down and a pickup of 8 there.
Good job, D. Good job. Good stop, baby. Good stop. Watch tight end. Odd. 5 down.
Now let's go.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Run.
A nice run there, 9 yards.
Is that all you got, O? You better come harder
You
next
often
time,
say
son.
that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short.
Not my
What
house,
do you think,
baby.
early shot here?
Not my
I
house.
like where you're going. Obviously, we've been
Not my
together
house.
for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Gun.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Hot.
And incomplete there. A nice
Right
hit.
there.
Jars the ball
All
free
day,
and
baby.
brings up 3rd down.
was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Crunch.
Gun.
Check. Army.
Army. Intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Can't hear you now.
How they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Interception.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10
right.
at the 33-yard line.
40.
Flag.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
You got him.
Able to get
You
this
got
one
him.
across the 45
You got him.
before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Black 80. Wait, 80.
Outside coming.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on
They don't
first, and
want
that'll
it,
make
fellas.
it second down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike's 50. I'm scared.
This is Luke Wilson. His first
The big boys came out to play.
I'm in here, brother.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field,
Mike, check. 59.
He
can't hang.
He's
not gonna get me.
A touchdown on him. Look out. You've won the mental
Switch.
battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
11.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I think it all came together there. In breaking.
Here we go.
Drove it with excellent pace.
11.
Right there to move the sticks.
I got you.
And he stopped immediately there.
They're coming.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Omaha.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
This one left side.
You don't want no problems.
And
You don't
he's
want no
brought down
problems
just
with me.
outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in.
Slot. Hey, you're on an
11.
Easy about what they're doing.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
They look at the side.
I got it.
We're doing pretty well.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity.
Now look where they are on the field. Right? This is naturally set up.
That's
for a
what I'm
running
talking
play,
about.
isn't it?
Nice hit,
With
boy.
his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Double tight. Double tight. Three down. Hey, watch 28.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5.
Crash down. Crash.
And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
11.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
180. 11.
Mike is
Sit hot.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Three down. Hot.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Gun!
10 from the 20.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Leopard!
We got
Hot!
3 fellas. Go.
One here complete to his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now
Leopard!
Second and long following the holding penalty.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Gun! Hot!
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Gun! Hot!
Crash.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
4 down.
They'll roll him out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
He's tight on the right.
On the run, had to get on his horse.
Run it with McKinnon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and
11.
open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, baby. Too fast, baby.
21.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
let's go.
yards. And the 49ers had 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism. Because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one.
You
Now
got 3.
And now a lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That's
Credit
it,
him
baby.
with a 1-yard
That's
gain
it.
there to make it
That's
2nd
it.
and 9.
Big hit.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Run behind.
Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
And he drops this. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Detroit!
They
Detroit!
become just as critical to the passing
Feels
attack
right. Feels right.
as a lot of receivers.
Gun!
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
I know
And
you
he's
feel
able to get
that.
out to the 32, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
He's got him in. It's Thompson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
And this is good for a first
down.
down. His
Baby.
second
Boom.
grab of this NFC Championship bout. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting first down.
Gun! Add up to, right?
Tight end to the
If
right,
you
boy. Tight end to the
continue
right.
that pace
Move.
and you continue to move it downfield, up into 6 points. That's
Hey,
exactly what
check.
you're looking for.
Go.
Down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a
3 down.
yard
3
there,
down.
and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Hey.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check 15. Check
And
15.
too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This
4
is
down,
3rd
4 down.
and 11. This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down. 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Trey. Second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They 4 down.
Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Only a couple up to the 22.
Crash.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on
Run!
1st down.
Wait.
Shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now.
Yeah,
a little bit
baby!
of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Wait.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring
Nice pick.
Okay, where's he going with the football? You got a decent chance of coming away with the
Leopard!
Taken down at the 44-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right.
Now
Watch tight
before
end.
the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles. and
4
a
down,
timeout.
4 down.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Double tight. Odd. 3 down.
And he's corralled. but not before getting inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watch the pass.
30 on a pickup of 4.
Run. Yo trip ends here, baby. Yo trip ends here.
2 minutes to go here in the first
Hey.
half. We'll be back
We
with
got
more
4.
in the NFC title bout after this.
Watch tight.
Detroit!
Right. Tight end right.
Gun!
Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete.
That's it,
And
baby.
he was able to
Leopard!
shed the tackle,
Leopard!
but the reserves come in
He's
for
crashed.
the
No. Check.
It's a gain of 5,
Patriot!
And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get the first down as they
Okay,
bring
baby,
him
I
down
see you.
at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
Because
of blitz.
Caught by the tight end
come on
Reed.
now.
Touchdown Washington.
Blitz.
Jordan Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins have made this a Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
I think you are. I don't
180!
think there's any way you
180!
can run back out there and go,
Four down.
didn't affect me. Let's just
Go
go ahead
ahead.
and be loose with the football.
11,
again.
11,
You're
11,
going to take care of
11.
it, but you have to
And the Redskins do get to him. He
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day.
Now Washington
You better
going to
be
use
ready
the
next
second
time.
of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hurry up!
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 downs.
Get there. To the 26. 12 yards is the pickup.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
21.
Check 4. Hey,
On the
we got
play
4.
there.
We got
Nice
4
job
down, 4 down.
defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And here come the Redskins now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
3 down, 3 down.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Run, go!
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC
Championship.
Championship.
Yeah,
as we
baby.
send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
4 down, check.
21.
They're going to make their adjustments.
He's checking.
Hey, gun.
Adjust yourself and try and in this
Adjustment to the adjustment.
without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play heads into the 37 here for 1st and 10.
21.
First down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Get him, boys.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run
right,
until
right.
they
He's
absolutely
tight right here. He's tight
stop
on
you.
the right.
And others
That's
say,
Six.
well, you think they're about to stop you.
13.
Looking to complete the pass, and he's got it.
Yeah, baby.
And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
12.
Even if he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said,
we got
look,
11.
it's not always going to be pretty back there.
Black
You're gonna have to
80.
give me
With
completions. Even
11,
when you're
11.
taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own.
Well, Pettis, it's complete. Now the ball comes loose.
Last
and the
stop.
Redskins scoop it.
Last stop.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Alert, flare. 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here. One of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference between 2nd and 4.
Watch you now, Barney!
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring,
Detroit!
Like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3 down. Blitz.
And incomplete.
Here they come. Hot.
And brings up 4th down.
Boom!
We're into the second half
baby.
now. This is an offense that continues to struggle.
Whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there, I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
4 down. Crash.
There he goes. The 40.
Rhino.
Touchdown, 49ers.
There we go. We need right there.
That's it. Add on to their lead.
Hey, touchdown!
That run massively increased his production.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Strong
What I
right.
would tell my
Strong
offense
right.
here, the punter doesn't.
We got to stand up over there.
So you've got to come out and get some offense here
Watch Mike.
and give us some
Outside's
points.
coming.
No
Outside's
way
coming.
does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Run.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if somebody out there
Come on.
at times, we're trying to win a game.
A big hitter to start the drive.
Detroit! Detroit!
1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set. Let's go, D.
He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this
Tight end to the
rookie
right,
so
boy.
much.
Tight end to
That's
the
why
right.
we lit up a
Move.
little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they
4
did.
down.
Getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll
Let's
go
get
from
off
the
the
40.
field, D. Let's get off the field.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Over!
Receiver, hey.
Watch it now, Barney!
Kill!
Escaping the
Slam!
pressure right. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is
Easy
going
work.
to lose
It's
yardage
easy work, and
here.
it's coming again.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You completely.
How many times have you seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
Wait, 20! Wait, 80! Stay hot!
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Run.
First down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yes.
We talk about setting
21.
beginning a drive. That
Two
run was
times.
absolutely textbook. I'm telling you.
Started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Here comes the boom. I
And a
see you,
nice
boy.
carry there
I
at
see
15
you.
yards. Back-to-back.
Hey,
big
come on,
plays
come on,
out
come
of
on.
the move
Right.
on
Watch
first down.
tight end's right. Slam.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
That's where you belong.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark
11.
of a good run defense. Linebackers
Double
making
tight,
plays
double
near
tight.
the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run
4
there.
down.
The middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
12, fellas, here we go.
Let's go.
11.
53. Mike, 53. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
On the release as this will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit.
Check
They've been running
13.
it real well
Check
on this
13.
drive, and it was 3rd and short. Okay?
They're coming.
They decided
They're
to throw
coming.
the football incomplete.
3 down.
A little bit too hard about that play selection.
This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some
Double
big
tight.
plays. They want to see some offense. On the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there,
Right there.
and not try and force
All
something
day,
that could put your
baby.
team in some jeopardy?
A good pickup there, a 22.
Gun!
6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
3 down.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy
You got him.
territory.
You got him.
It's a gain of 11
You
yards
got him.
that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is
Double
1st
tight.
and 10
Double tight.
at the 47.
4 down.
Guys again. And they'll get this down only to about the 46.
They
Just
don't
a
want
yard
it,
on the
fellas.
first down
They
carry, so
don't
it's 2nd and
want
9.
it. Keep playing
Brandon, one
hard,
thing about
fellas.
blitzes,
All
they
day.
really confuse offensive
Whoa!
linemen at times, and what
Let's
you
get
have to
it.
do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Single. Check the running back.
Thomas.
I'm coming back.
Able to get him
I'm
for
coming
a loss
back.
of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Gun!
They've converted 3 times in 8 chances.
Gun!
This is
Gun!
3rd down and 12.
Gun!
4 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Deep left side here.
Check.
Touchdown, Washington.
Oh, yeah, the big boys came out to play.
Right up in here, brother.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this
4
game's starting to
down.
tighten up.
Check.
Limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
11.
Hey.
Go ahead.
3 down. Me. I got him.
6.
I got this.
And he's taken down, but
That's
able to
it,
slip
baby.
across the
That's
35.
it.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam
11.
Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Tight end
in the
right.
offseason. He told me that he asked
Wait,
his
20,
running backs
180.
each week
We got
for their
3.
favorite
12.
runs. Give me your 3 top runs. His top run to great advantage in this game.
In his zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
Wait.
We got 4. Watch out.
Go ahead. 11.
Now running right, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 56 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
I got you.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Quit.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. About 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Run to
And
the
I'm
ball.
guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on
baby.
that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Double
They
tight.
have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you?
Hey, 4 down.
You're
4
taking
down.
charge.
Jump.
Into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Hot.
Kenneth Dixon taking
Hot.
it in from 2 yards
Hot.
out. And the 49ers 49ers add 6 to their lead.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
Detroit!
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
You got three down.
Being chased to the left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for his sack. Let's go! Fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
You don't want no problem.
And they're able to bring
You don't
him
want no
down
problem
at
from me.
the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Tight left.
Over!
The 49ers get there. DeForest
Blitz, they're coming.
Able to get him down for a loss of 11
You better talk
on
to
the
your boy.
play.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight ends
So
Ringo.
trailing
Tight
here in
ends
the
on the
last
Ringo.
quarter.
Tight
Let's
ends
see
on
how
the
this
Ringo.
plays out.
Alert. 3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Who do you want?
Detroit!
It's just me and you.
Throw left side complete. It's Young. The time to pull out the stops is now.
Oh,
and they
boy, I know you felt
there
that
on
one.
4th down.
I know you
Clock
felt that one.
management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores.
Detroit!
Ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down.
And he'll get this one up.
Run.
39 here. It's a pickup of 4. It'll bring up second down.
That's what I'm
Tough
talking
running
about.
there. That's
Nice
a
hit,
hard-earned
boy.
4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Tight end right.
Throwing left side here is complete.
Okay, folks, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's
When
go.
you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
Leopard!
you got to be
Leopard!
really careful as a passer about
Check
how
safety,
far
check
you let
safety.
your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
56.
Gun!
Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Back.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything is right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
5 down. Stand up in.
Slam! Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Chip!
It's their
Crash!
saving his best for the play. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and the football. And the Redskins scoop it.
That's me.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 35-yard line.
Get off here. Get off. We got it.
That's what we call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know
Gun!
circle big plays. It could be
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
Run! 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't
sets
ready.
up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Roger. I'm here all day.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Yeah, baby. Too fast, baby.
The NFC Championship game after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
4 down.
Gun!
56.
Detroit!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
That's it, baby.
Incomplete.
That's it. Big hit.
Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These guys are freed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen
13!
and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on
4
the
down,
ground.
4
They feel
six,
better about
six.
that. That's what they want to do.
Run. I got him.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
Woo.
Almost like,
Yeah,
it's
baby.
almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
I know you
One guy
feel
doesn't
that.
get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
12!
Strong right.
Black! 6!
The Italian Kittle.
Blitz.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Bus stop.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second
Check
half
out.
started.
One, Omaha.
7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
11! Say hot! Here we go!
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Go. Run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second
Yeah,
and 9.
baby.
Hey, come on!
Picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in
Alert
this
three.
situation, should
Alert
be
three.
in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind
59
down.
Mike.
We got man.
Left side, Garcon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey.
We had
4 down, 4 down.
6.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
6.
Odd. 5 down.
6.
And the Redskins scoop it.
We gonna shut you down. We gonna shut you down.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watch tight.
So
Tight
good
end's
starting
right.
field
Watch tight.
position
Tight
for
end's
him here
right.
as they come up first.
Check.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So
Gun!
Play for 2
Detroit!
Watch out. Watch it.
Detroit!
Ball for Dotson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a
All
halt
day,
right
every
at
day.
the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Here we go.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
All day, baby. All
You've got to
day.
take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Watch tight end. Hey. We got 3 down.
120! 180!
It's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon. Complete. He'll be taken down across
baby.
the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Tight end's right.
Garoppolo going to
Tight
bring
end's
the
right.
Niners up here first
Go
and
ahead.
10 at their
got 4.
25-yard
Kill.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Run.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you
Charles,
all
just thinking about
day,
plenty
baby.
of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants
11.
ended up going on to the
Tight end
Super
left.
Bowl.
Tight end
How
left.
about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay?
3 down.
Lambeau,
Black
and beat the
80!
Magic
180!
Stadium
White.
in a freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It
Blitz.
was in the Super Bowl. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime.
Wait.
They're looking for the pajamas.
tight end's right. Watch
But
tight
in this
end.
case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And with a lot
Three
of
down,
teams,
three down.
watch
Here they come. Hot.
The 20, 10, and
Crash,
he does
crash,
take it in for
crash.
the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Tight end right.
Hey, go.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Sit hot.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. Boy,
a very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
couldn't have done much else
Odd,
other than score themselves.
Watch you now, Barney!
They turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal. Offense finish things off.
Part one is done.
Wide,
Part two.
get wide.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Watch Mike! Watch
Well,
Mike!
partner, recent
Outside
conference championship
coming!
games
Outside
that have
coming!
been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you get?
Yo trip
Well,
is
if you
here,
go
baby!
back to
Yo trip
2015,
is here!
How about Green Bay?
Gun!
Seattle.
Gun!
Looks like Green Bay's got this thing.
Three buzz.
From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done.
Hot!
And then go back to the Vikings has the
Come on out here, come get some!
They're New Orleans.
Come get some.
It's the
Come out here, come
Saints.
get some.
They get it done, and in
He don't want
overtime
it.
go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. Couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
Run! Hey! We got 4. Hey, we got tight left. 3 down.
Hot!
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it
Tight
on
end's Ringo.
fourth
Tight end's on
down.
the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Hot!
Hey, we are.
And he finds a man with a
That's
crossing
it,
route.
baby.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. How about that, partner? Not only a fourth down conversion in a tie game, a fourth down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
So
Leopard!
for field
Leopard!
position after the big play. Inside the
double
15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Odd. 5
Hot!
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first
Okay,
down.
baby, I see you.
And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get climb, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.